into this healing yin yoga practice. We will begin in Balasana. Bring your knees to the width of the mat. Extend your arms out long in front of you. Land into this very moment. Begin to cultivate a deep, slow breath in and out of the nose. Each inhalation, feel your belly expand, your ribcage expand left and right. Breathe even into the back of the lungs, the back of the heart. Each exhalation, breathe out the nose as slowly as you can, sending your energy down deep into the earth. Feel yourself in your body, embodied. Feel the aliveness in your toes and your fingertips. Bring your attention to the whole extent of your body, from your toes all the way up your legs, your hips, low belly and low back, solar plexus, middle back, chest, shoulder blades, the fingertips running up along the arms to the shoulders, throat, neck, and head. Invite in now a sense of being held and supported by the earth below you. We will be holding each yin posture today for 3 minutes. As you settle into a yin posture, find your sweet point and then allow your body to melt slowly deeper, never forcing, and allow yourself to settle into the stillness, resisting the urge to fidget. Allow whatever emotions come up to turn from ice to water, water to steam, and steam to ether. Give yourself the space, the safety to feel any emotions that come up for you. Allow yourself to release your mind's attachment to what the feelings are, where they've come from. Allowing yourself to release emotions stored in the body and energy field. To unlock, unblock, and release any suppressed emotions. To feel them and release them. I honor you. I am in gratitude to you for taking the time to come into stillness and do this healing work. For the remainder of the practice, I will try to keep my talking to a minimum so that you can experience the power of the stillness and silence. At the beginning of each yin posture, I will give you guidance on how to move the energy through your body with a guided also visualization of the movement of the energy. I will leave you in silence to continue the visualization and the movement of the energy afterwards on your own. Throughout the entire process, breathe deeply. Lower vibration emotions arise, fear, anger, shame, guilt, grief, or what have you. The tendency is for the body to constrict, contract, and for the breathing to stop or become shallow. Breathing into the area of focus or into the area of tension, constriction, or pain allows the body to soften and realize that it is safe, held, and nourished by you, and it is okay now to release these emotions, to feel them and release them. here in our first posture, Balasana, invite in a sense of playfulness, lightness, or love by thinking of a person, animal, or experience in which you felt this sense of laughter, play, or love. This could have been holding a cuddly kitten, a puppy, a brand new baby. Could have been looking at a glorious sunrise or sunset, or rushing into the arms of someone who loves you. If all else fails, imagine divine love or angels encircling you and loving every bit of you. Taking this emotion with you, coming up into tabletop, and slowly stepping your left foot forward. You can double up your mat to make sure the right knee is cushioned, making sure your left knee is in a straight line with your left ankle, bringing your hands to the inside of the foot, and relax your shoulder blades down your back. As your body melts and opens up, in your own time, you may want to lower down onto your forearms. In this first posture, this is the most difficult one we'll do today. Inhale energy from deep in the earth, up through your left foot, up through the leg, the knee joint to the hip, and on your exhalation, circle this energy around the left hip and the tailbone. You can imagine the color red here if you'd like. So each deep, slow, even breath in through the nose, pull energy up from deep in the earth, up through the sole of the left foot, up the leg, and on the exhalation, swirl it around the left hip and the tailbone. Continuing this visualization linked with the rhythm of your breath for the remainder of the time in this pose. Come up slowly, moving like you're in warm water so as not to disturb the nervous system. Sit all the way back, and then unravel the mat and come down to lay on your back. There are two options for the next pose. Straighten your right leg and pull the left knee into the chest. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. I invite you to stay here. Your second option is to bend the left knee, grab onto the foot, and pull the knee to the outside of your left hip, the left of the torso, relaxing your shoulders. The movement of energy here is on the inhalation, imagine light energy traveling up from the center of the earth, coming into your tailbone and to swirl around that left hip into the low belly and the low back. On the exhalation, release any stagnant energy that no longer serves you out of the tailbone, left hip, low belly, and sacrum back down into the planet. So deep breath in, the energy flows up from the earth into the tailbone, the left hip, traveling up to the low belly and the low back. On the exhalation, release energy out of these areas down into the earth for recycling. I invite you to continue this visualization now on your own. Lovingly release the left foot, pulling the left knee back into the chest if it isn't already. And slowly bring your feet to the mat. Lift your hips, glide them to the left, straighten your right leg, and allow your left knee to glide to the right. Extending your arms out long in a T, straight from the shoulders. Allowing your body to relax and unravel, to melt into the floor. The light visualization exercise here is, on the inhalation, pull energy from the earth up through the feet, through the legs, through the tailbone, the hips, the low back, low belly, up to the solar plexus and middle back. Feel it swirling around your solar plexus and middle back on your exhalation. Every inhalation pulling fresh new energy up the legs, up along the spine to the solar plexus and middle back. Each exhalation swirling this healing, warming energy to clear out the solar plexus and middle back. Continuing this visualization on your own now. Slowly, with love, bend your right knee, stacking your knees. Bring your left hand to the mat and press the left hand into the mat to rise up to seated. And then we'll flow around to repeat that on the other side. Crossing your legs, coming into tabletop, doubling up the left side of your mat for your left knee, bringing your right foot forward. Your knee stacks directly over your ankle in a straight line. Bring your hands to the inside of the foot and relax your shoulder blades down your back. In your own time, you can melt deeper onto the forearms if you wish. The energy movement and visualization here is: on the inhalation, pull light, healing, loving energy up from the earth, up through the sole of the right foot, up the leg to the right hip and tailbone. On the exhalation, swirl the energy around the right hip and the base of the spine. Once again, the visualization and movement of energy is: every deep breath in, pull energy up through the sole of the foot, up along the right leg to the right hip and the base of the spine. Every exhalation, swirl the energy around the right hip and the tailbone. Slowly press into the hands, sitting all the way back on the mat, and then coming to lie on your back. Taking your time, moving like you're honey so as not to disturb your nervous system. We want to stay in parasympathetic nervous system right now. Pulling the right knee into the chest. I invite you to stay here. Your second option is to bend the right knee to the outside of the right waist, grabbing onto the foot with one hand or both hands, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears. The light energy, movement, and visualization here is to pull energy from the earth, healing, loving energy up from the earth, up into the base of the spine, your tailbone, and your right hip, up to the low belly and the low back. The exhalation, release all stagnant energy, all energy that no longer serves you. From the base of the spine, the right hip, the low belly, and the low back into the earth for recycling. If you have a hold of the foot, release it gently and with ease and pull the knee into the chest. Allow the sacrum to relax and release. Slowly bringing both soles of the feet to the mat, shifting your hips to the right, extending your left leg out straight, and allowing the right knee to glide to the left as you broaden and extend your arms outward from the shoulder. The light visualization, the movement of energy in this pose is on the inhalation, pull energy from the earth up through the feet, up through the legs, the base of the spine, the hips, low belly, low back, to the solar plexus and middle back. On the exhalation, swirl the energy at the solar plexus and the middle back. Once again, the visualization movement of energy is every inhalation, pull energy up the feet, up the legs, up the hips, the spine, along to the solar plexus and middle back. On the exhalation, swirl the energy around the solar plexus and middle of the back. Slowly bring your right palm of the hand to the mat, bending both knees, stacking the right knee on top of the left, coming onto your left side. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhalation, press your right hand into the mat to come up. Glide all the way down onto your belly and forearms. Ensure that your elbows are stacked directly under your shoulders, that your forearms are parallel to one another so the wrists aren't going inwards or outwards. Pull your heart forward in between your arms and lift your low belly up away from the mat, pressing into the top of the feet. The movement of energy and visualization here is every inhalation, pull energy from the earth up through the soles of the feet, up along the legs, along the spine, to the chest and back of the heart. The exhalation, swirl this cleansing, healing, loving energy in the heart chakra. Once again, the energy movement and visualization is every inhalation pulling, loving, healing, light energy up from the center of the earth, up through the feet, the legs, moving to the hips, the tailbone, low belly, low back, solar plexus, middle back, to the chest and the shoulder blades, to the heart center, swirling the energy here on each exhalation, continuing this visualization and the rhythm of your breath on your own now. Super slow, with ease and gentleness. Move the hips back so they're stacked over the knees, directly over the knees. Walk your hands forward and release your forehead down to the mat. In this posture, the light energy visualization is to pull energy up through the soles of the feet, up the legs, down along the spine to the heart chakra and to the back of the neck and the throat. On your exhalation, swirling the energy in the throat. Once again, on the inhalation, you pull the energy up through the feet, through the legs, hips, along the spine, to the heart, back of the heart, and then to the back of the neck, the throat. On the exhalation, swirling the cleansing, healing, loving energy within the throat chakra. I invite you to continue this visualization and energy movement on your own. It's time to release the pose, so very slowly rolling down, lovingly onto your belly, releasing your forehead on tops of your hands, and allow your body to soften for a few moments. Releasing, relaxing, letting go, inviting a sense of being held and supported by the earth, nourished, protected, and loved. Taking this moment to integrate all of the work that you've done so far. Tenderly put your hands on the mat, press the mat away, and you might want a blanket or a pillow for the next pose. Bring your right knee in between your hands, and you might want to bring that folded up blanket or pillow underneath the right hip so you can keep your hips square to the side of the mat. Stay up here and swan up on the fingertips or lower down onto the forearms, or you can lower your forehead down on tops of the hands or forehead to the mat and extend your arms. Wherever you are is beautiful. You are perfect exactly as you are and where you are. You are enough just as you are in this moment now. The light energy, visualization, and movement in this yin posture is: on the inhalation, pull energy up that left leg, along the spine, up to the third eye. On the exhalation, feel the energy revolving in the center of your head and around that midpoint of your forehead. I invite you to bring your tip of your tongue to press against the roof of your mouth, if that feels good to you, to increase the opening of your third eye here. Once again, the energy movement in visualization is: on the inhalation, pull energy up through the left foot, the left leg, along the spinal column, all the way up the neck to the middle of the brain and the third eye, located in the middle of the forehead. On your exhalation, swirling the energy around the middle of your brain and your third eye. With kindness and tenderness, slowly come up. Treating yourself lovingly, bring the knees back. So you come into tabletop and just circle the hips to relax, release the hips and the low back. And bring the left knee forward in between the hands, making sure the toes of that back foot point straight backwards. Keep the hips square. You can bring a pillow or the blanket under this hip, lowering down halfway or all the way into where it feels good to you and settling into the stillness, resisting the urge to fidget, breathing deeply and slowly. On the inhalation, pull energy up from the earth, light, love, healing energy or warmth up from the earth, up through the right leg, along the spine, all the way to the middle of the brain and the third eye. On the exhalation, swirl the energy in the middle of the brain and the middle of the forehead. Once again, the energy movement and visualization is to pull energy, healing, light, loving energy up from the center of the earth, up through the sole of the right foot, up the right leg, along the front of the spine and through the spinal column, all the way up through the neck to the middle of the brain and the third eye, swirling the energy on your exhalation in the middle of the brain and the middle of the forehead. And your next exhalation, tenderly, slowly rise back up, bringing your right knee forward and then extending your legs out wide in a V, coming forward into dragonfly. So come to the point of sensation but not pain, and you might want to stack 2 pillows in front of you, releasing your elbows to the pillows and bringing your third eye to press against your thumbs, relaxing your forehead down on tops of your hands on tops of the pillows, or releasing your forearms to the earth, your cheek to the pillows. You can stack as many pillows as you want up here. And if you're up on your fingertips, no problem. Comparison is a thief of joy, and you are enough just as you are in this moment. Flexing your toes straight up to the sky and towards you. We're going to use Pranayama breath work here to deepen and relax and melt into the pose. On your deep, slow breath in, we'll count to 4, and on the exhalation to 8. I'll do it one time with you, and then you can continue on your own in your head. Exhale all your air. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now continuing on your own. Breathing in for the count of 4, breathing out for the count of 8. Coming up very tenderly, gently with yourself. And once you're up, bring your legs together, cross your right leg over the left leg, hugging your knees into your chest, giving them a squeeze, and then as a counter pose, also doing the other side. And now we're ready. Flow all the way down onto your back for Savasana, allowing your feet to splay out, your palms to turn up, holding your shoulder blades underneath you, and releasing your body. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and blowing it out as slowly as you can. Releasing, relaxing, letting go. The energy movement and visualization here is, on the inhalation, imagine a column of light running through the spinal column and along the front of the spine, from your tailbone all the way up through your throat, through your brain, and out the crown of your head. On the inhalation, pull your energy, your attention into the spinal column of light, the central axis of light that runs along the front of your spine. On the exhalation, radiate this energy, this light, out around you to envelop your body. That light might be pure white, clean, perfect light, or golden hue, whatever light serves you to visualize. So each inhalation, pull the energy into the spinal column and the central axis of light along the front of your spine. Each exhalation, radiate the light out and around you, enveloping your body. You can stay here for the next 3 minutes, or roll over into your side, press into the palm of the hand, or come up for the final seated meditation. Stacking shoulders directly over hips, bringing your palms in your lap and your thumbs to touch, closing the eyes and bringing your attention inward. Now bringing all your attention to the central axis of light that runs snuggled up along the front of your spine. On your inhalation, pull energy from deep in the earth up the central axis of light, extending out into the cosmos. On the exhalation, feel a flow of cosmic, loving, divine energy flowing down through the crown of your head, along the central axis of light, along the front of your spine, down deep into the earth. So on the inhale, you pull the energy up from the earth through you, out into the universe. On the exhalation, you flow energy down through the crown of your head, through the central axis of light along the front of your spine, down deep into the earth, grounding like roots deep into the earth. Continuing this energy, movement, and visualization now a few times on your own. it's time to release the meditation. How do you feel? Please let me know in the comments. I'm in gratitude to you for doing this healing work with me. Namaste, wishing you radiant joy and love.